Welcome back to my Let's Play for Pokemon Crystal and my Mono Bug Run. And it's time to begin working our way through Team Rocket. Yeah, I don't expect this to be particularly entertaining, because honestly, the Team Rocket members here just suck. I know this level gap stuff goes on every time I do Gold, Silver, Crystal runs, and you're into this areas, where the trainers are just no real threat to you because they're so much weaker than they should be. It's just mind-numbing, though, when you experience, because you're like, darn it, now I'm like 10 levels ahead of them. None of them are a challenge, I'm just knocking everyone down left, right, and center. You just want them gone, because they're just in your way, and they're just a mild annoyance at best. Like, even Drowsy here is not a real threat. Go with Strength Attack, I suppose. If only I had a powerful bug move right now. Albeit that's gonna be a mixed blessing when we get to the Elite Four, I suppose. After all, a lot of the Psychic Pokemon there are also flying types, so they end up resisting it. Darn it. Though I suppose that just means they ultimately get neutral damage. It's a still powerful move, but it's not as good as it could be. I may have to go pick up one of those tiny little birds with a flying around at some point. It would offer me psychic attacks, after all. Though it's definitely not one of my favorite Pokemon out there. I don't know. I think I have a bit more respect for that thing, but not really. The little psychic bird just doesn't hit hard enough for my taste, usually. And you get so late in the game, it doesn't have, the fondness you get for something like, Pidgey or something. Like, I used this early on, I used it so much. So you grow attached to it, because, it was like one of your first Pokemon, so you used it a lot. Like, sure, it wasn't any good, really, when you think about it. When you break it down, it's not that great, but hey, you're like, it's one of my starters. I used it for half my journey, or all of it, as the case may be. I got fond memories with this thing. I'm gonna keep using it. Even if it isn't the best, But the little psychic bird, no, comes in way too late. Like, you gotta know all kind, like surf and strength and stuff like that to even get to it. So by the time you have access to it, it's gonna be mid-game. Might be late game by the time you even find out it exists. Since you might just ignore the unknown caves altogether, because I usually just ignore their existence. I only bothered messing around with them as much as I did in the Psychic run, just to have a Psychic type to take on Falconer early on. Because I forgot I could get over that area at first when I started the run. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to take him out with Judy or something. Like, oh, wait, I can get to the unknown caves. Like, okay. Just got to pick up something with, electric powers or something, and I'll be good. And just go on there, take on Falconer, and drop off these unknowns. Basically, as soon as I can get access to Slowpoke or Abra. I mean, as soon as I had access to Abra, I was like, gone. Like, Abra can learn the elemental punches via TM. As soon as you have that, you're like, I don't need, unknowns anymore, really. I mean, I'm surprised the ground one stuck around as long as it did, to be honest. Its hidden power was decent, I suppose, but in the end, even it was outclassed in usefulness. Maybe one of these days I'll track down an unknown with ice power, so just to throw it at Dragonite. I don't see it going very well, but hey, why not? Let's see. Yeah, I don't have any good options here. Counter really won't work since it's going to be using electrical attacks. And all the bug Pokemon I have don't really have any attacks that really hit hard here. Well, yeah, I could always switch over to Gyarados and use Dig, I guess. I forgot about that. And I relied on that not too many episodes ago. Jeez. Let's do this then. Get out there, Brown Recluse. It's time for you to dig your way to victory again. I'm gonna have to remember to pick up Sludge Bomb when I get rid of Team Rocket here. After all, that might come in handy. Plus, it means I can ditch Poison Sting. Have a poison move that's not completely terrible. Albeit, Poison Sting is kind of useless at the moment. Being a Steel type, it just resists it entirely. It's immune. Ugh. Darn you, Magnemite. Can't say I'm particularly fond of the back of Gyarados, though. Oh, no. So it looks like it has a face. Oh, its butt. Kinda creepy. It's like it's staring at you. With a gaping maw open at you. No teeth, but a gaping maw nonetheless. Yeah, I know that's where its thread comes out of, but still. I think the whole set back there is just meant to unnerve people and scare them off. Sort of why its one legs or whatever go up so high, because they look a bit like ears or something. So it looks like if it's paying attention to you even when it's got its back to you. Oh, a guard special? Why not? Yeah, I'm guessing we're probably going to see Heracross when it comes time for the next gym battle. And just try to overpower everyone with strength attacks. I don't have access to reversal yet after all, so I can't use fighting moves to just beat my way to victory. Since ice types are weak to fighting maneuvers. I technically could give play in Dynamic Punch, I guess, to take advantage of it. Let's face it, it doesn't hit reliably enough to be a viable strategy. Any strategy that requires me to get lucky with a coin toss, you know, it's not a strategy I want to depend on too much. But it is there, I suppose. That's definitely not what I'm going to go with, though. Because I'm not that crazy. Okay, let's do this. Gotta take on the next guy. Well, at least without the experience share, we can do this a bit faster, as long as we bash our way through everybody as quickly as possible. Gotta be quick about it. Gotta show them we mean business. Or in some kids' case, biznos. Biznos. Why not? Okay, Venomat's down. Now we gotta face off against another Venonat. Because one isn't enough. Gosh darn it. Come on, let's do this. As quickly as possible. Huh. It's sort of weird that Heracross doesn't like nerding, like, any of the elemental punches or anything. I mean, it's got hands, so I don't see why I couldn't learn it. But I guess I can't form a proper fist for whatever reason. Yeah, no, go figure. Yep, just gonna ignore you. I know it does. And thankfully in this generation we can avoid that one scientist so I don't have to face off against those coughings. But we're going to do it anyway. They're worth too much experience for me to basically ignore them right now. I mean, being, what, 300 something a piece? Actually, no, was it like almost 500 a piece? Yeah. Like, that's like a Tentacruel right there, okay? That's quite a bit of experience. And I want it. I want it very badly. Since it'll hopefully push me up to level 30. And hopefully Heracross can deliver on a quick knockout here. Oh, it missed. Good. I guess I could technically use counter here, since poison attacks are physical in nature. But I don't think fighting attacks are going to work super effectively here. Though counter damage is based on how much damage you took, so I guess it really wouldn't matter. Come on, strength attack. Come on, critical hit. Ah, denied. And that blew itself up. Oh, that stung. Well, at least I got to level 30. Even if I did have to take a self-destruct to the face. I guess it learned from Android 16. Yep, quite the master of tactics there, Android 16. Too bad I didn't realize he'd had his bomb taken out. He might have actually been able to kill Cell otherwise. Actually, no, it probably wouldn't have worked, let's face it. But still had to act like it would work, you know. To make the audience feel more invested in the fact that 16 was about to die in order to save the planet. Only he didn't. So, yeah. Bump, 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 bump. Take out the snake. This would be a more interesting fight if this was Gen 3, I guess. Since Ekans would hit me with Intimidate. And I'll take on Gloom. Man. Just try and keep your mucus under control there, Gloom. Got a lot of stuff coming out of your mouth there. It's kind of bad manners, you know? Okay. Yeah, you'll tell me whatever I want to know, right? Well, if I took you out and got your password, it makes you think the other guy's gonna do any better. I mean, come on. I have no reason to take on the guy at the Ditto, though. 300 experience? Not interested. I can't ignore 1,000s of experience, though, with just 2 Pokemon in the battle, though. It's too good. It's too good to pass up. But screw your Ditto. Plus, Ditto's kind of annoying with this whole transform ability anyway. He might try and fight me and drop a counter attack, you know? Ditto, use counter! Well, let's get ourselves our other password and move on. I'm not gonna even bother with the items back there. After all, I can cut down on time, and if I really want them, I can come back later. I don't have any real reason to grab them now, so I think we can ignore that. After all, Ice Heal's not too helpful, but I'll take the Protein. Oh no, it's a full heal, I forgot. They changed the items up a bit between the generations, darn it. Ugh. Not even changed generations, since this one came out so much later, they decided to update a few things. I would prefer something a bit more useful there, though, than full heal. Darn it. It's not a proper replacement for what they took. Not a proper replacement at all. It's possible to bypass this guy? Well, since I'll probably get caught leaving here later, I might as well take him on now. Yeah, it's not really much of a joke. I just figured, you know, if I don't take him out now, I'll get caught leaving later. Almost guaranteed. I'll be slightly sloppy and get caught, you know? So... take him out now is in the, data I got for the other runs. I may have to use up a healing item on Heracross. Assuming I have a Super Potion on hand. At least I hope I do. It'd be helpful, alright. Let's see. Horn Attack. It's not as powerful, but let's face it, it's a Zubat. How tough can it really be, you know? Now, if it's Crobat, now, that would make me nervous, but a little Zubat? Forget it. It's not even worth getting out of bed for. That's how pitiful Zubat is. And that leaves this guy done with. Good. I just want to move on at this point. I really do. And let's grab our TM here. I don't think I'll use it, but we'll have it. Well, that does it for this episode. Next time, we'll be taking on the Rocket Executives. Until then, see ya.